Mohamed Salah, all this and more on this week's wrap-up. So I'm with Gibbo now. We're going to have a chat about Mohamed Salah, but we're going to be honest with you here. Checking my new birthday watch.
Oh, hey.
It is just gone past 3 on Thursday.
I'd like to point out that Gareth has been asking people like what kind of watch he should get for ages. He's had a look at mine. I've got like a nice Armani one. He was looking at loads. He's just gone for an Adidas one.
Yeah. And they've been ripping me saying like an Adidas watch is like, you know, like something a kid would get. But it's a belter, that.
It is a nice watch, but I think it's dead funny that you were like explored probably every brand of watch and then went, just get Adidas.
Just get Adidas sound, and I like them. So yeah, Salah, it's not done as we speak, but it may well be done as you watch. So it's one of them, isn't it? But I mean,
we've seen the car arriving at Melwood and all that.
He had the longest medical in the world earlier today, apparently. And as John says, yeah, pictures just started to break that he's turned up at Melwood. No doubt to do the lean, hold a scarf, all the things that, you know, tick the boxes in this day and age. But yeah, I mean, being serious then, so, you know, Salah, 39 million or thereabouts, everyone seems to be saying. Done deal. You happy?
Yeah, delighted. I think it's a very exciting signing. I think it's, you know, you wouldn't go far as call it a statement of intent, but you've gone out there and bought a player who's performed at a very high level in one of the top leagues in Europe. Roma come second last year, so I think taking one of their best players off them is a little bit of a statement in itself. He's got Champions League experience. He's done a little bit in England, not loads, but as we pointed out on the Gutter Show, we did a really good thing with Jonathan Norcroft this week, and he made a really good point on that Gutter Show about how well he performed against other English teams in Europe. So Chelsea bought him because he scored twice against them home and away for Ball. He scored against Tottenham as well, you know, played very well. I think he was against Arsenal. And so, you know, he's got that experience of doing a lot of damage to Premier League clubs and good defences in this league. So, yeah, very excited and just, you know, hoping he hits the ground running.
And it is a club record buy, so that is a statement in itself, I think. They smashed the record from 6 years ago when we bought Andy Carroll. Let's hope he fares a little bit better than him. Also, if you haven't seen it already, Neil went out to America, had a chat with James Milner, said he was very, very nice, very good. It was a very interesting interview. He also had massive leg muscles. But I managed to call Neil before he legged it to Glastonbury this week and ask him all about what Milner was like and what they talked about in that interview. James Milner then, mate, how was he?
He was sound.
Yeah.
He reminded me of an English cricket captain. You know, that sort of, he's clearly intelligent and he was good company. And what was strange was, I mean, you've interviewed more footballers than I have. You don't know quite what they're going to want to talk about.
No.
And often I find that they don't want to talk if you're Daniel Sturridge, you want to talk about scoring boss goals. Do you know what I mean? Whereas he really came alive when I began to talk about that side of the game. So I was sort of fishing around a little bit for the first 10 minutes, like what does he want? And it transpired that, yeah, I think he's got a real brain for it. I think he very much likes playing for this manager. He loves the approach. That's the thing he said. And when I actually asked him about that, he went, well, surely every player would like this, the idea of being front foot. So no, he was a really good fella, smart, sharp, good company.
And you had a chat about Chinese food. How did that happen?
Just at the start. You know, it's just nice to sort of let them know it's a bit different because, again, you don't want them to do the media line thing and have them think, well, it's going to be, you know, I'm just going to play a straight bat. Actually, if you're seeing his Wikipedia page, he says his media approach, he learnt a lot from Alan Shearer. And I thought, it's not for me, that, mate. I don't want that.
Fences.
Yeah, I don't want that. So what we'll do is we'll just look to shake it up. And he was good. And as I say, between the gaps, he was doing loads of stuff, working with the young people. He was really good company. So I knew, you know what I mean, we'd had a couple of little chats, so I knew he'd be sound. So, no, it was great. Really, really pleased with it.
Give it a listen. So there you go, Neil chatting to James Milner about what he has at the Chinese. It's what the world was waiting for.
But I think as well as the Chinese chat, just to bring it back to the Salah thing for a second, I think what he was talking about in the interview, Milner, for those who haven't heard it yet, about players needing time to settle and stuff like that. And James Milner actually said that it's the hardest thing in football to move clubs. So I think with Salah, though, we all want him to be brilliant. We might have to be a little bit patient as well, first few weeks, let him find his feet and understand his teammates and settle in the area. Although Liverpool's lovely, mate. You're going to have a great time.
And he can run fast and score goals, so that's a good start.
Just do that while you're settling in.
In terms of selling Boss Anfield wrap things that are happening, which the James Milner interview is one of those things. We're going on the road, aren't we, mate?
Yeah, first of all, LFC going over to Hong Kong. Me and Robbo are going with them. But we're doing a nice little stop off in Dubai. There's a great supporters club out there, so we're doing an event with them. It's in a bar called Goodfellas in Dubai. Really looking forward to it. So that's on Friday the 14th of July. I think that's right. Whatever the Friday is around there. 14th of July. Going to be a brilliant event. Tickets on sale really, really soon. So look out for that. But it'll be cheaper. It'll be a lot of fun, a lot of games and stuff. Dance essential.
Yeah, I mean, any Goodfellas impressions there? Funny how?
They
will amuse me.
That's what we're going to do on the night. An hour of them. Well, like I'm a clown. An hour of them on the night. So that'll be really good. Then we're going to be over in Hong Kong. No real events as such in Hong Kong, but we're going to be getting stuck into, you know, life over there and going down to the Liverpool bars and things that are happening. And so look out for us over there if you're going.
Yeah, we'll be going to match. We'll be doing, you know, covering that, trying to get hold of players, managers, whoever we can get hold of really, and give them the Anfield Wrap experience and get all the stuff out there on video and podcast like we always do. Okay, so new job at Liverpool.
Dubai as well. I'm sorry, Dublin as well.
Dublin, have you not mentioned it?
No.
Oh, dude, tell you what, we're organised, us, aren't we? It's only the second one of these ladders off. Dublin as well. Yeah, we're going to Dublin as well.
Yeah, so that's the night before the game. That is Friday the 4th of August. The night before Liverpool played Bilbao in Dublin. I tried to combine that into one word. Bilbao in Dublin. The night before that, we're doing an event at the Hangar in Dublin. Tickets are on sale for that right now. €15. We're bringing an army, aren't we? Like everyone who's ever spoken on the Anfield Wrap's coming over. If you haven't been invited, then it's about you.
Yeah, it says something that. But yeah, the tickets are on our website.
See tickets, yeah.
See tickets.
Yeah.
It'll be mentioned on our Facebook, all the usual places really. Look it up. Come down, have a laugh, have a beer, talk about the Reds and all that kind of gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, new job at Liverpool then. Peter Moore, new chief executive. Ian Ayre's gone. And Peter Moore's in. He's done a couple of interviews with the press and stuff, but by and large, he's sort of low profile so far. He's getting his feet under the table. And what we thought would be quite interesting is we asked a few of the contributors here, and myself as well, you know, if you're Peter Moore or you were talking to Peter Moore, what should he be doing? What should he be focusing on? What's in his inbox, if you like, of things to do at Liverpool? So here's that. For me, the priority for Peter Moore should be Liverpool's relationship with the community. Liverpool do some good work in the community, doing some good things with the schools in Anfield and that sort of thing. The Red Neighbours scheme, which is getting young kids into the ground who perhaps ordinarily couldn't get there. But it still feels to me that there's another level there for Liverpool. You know, Everton do some fantastic work in the community, and it feels like we hear about that a lot more than we hear about what Liverpool do. And it feels like there's still some scars to be healed there in terms of how Liverpool, you know, helped to run down the area of Anfield really. So some work to be done there for Liverpool, I think. Some closer ties to be knitted up by Peter Moore and by Liverpool. And I think that's only right, because at the end of the day, Liverpool Football Club might be a global brand, but it's based in Liverpool, it's based in Anfield, and it should respect that community and be a part of it.
I think Liverpool should look at using Anfield for both reserve team fixtures and for the youth matches next season. There's going to be a lot of football played at Anfield with the competitions with European football, but we've got this brand new state-of-the-art pitch, new drainage system, new undersoil heating. Why not use it? Why not make the most of it? Why not give local kids the opportunity to watch football matches at Anfield at low cost and maybe even free? Get them into the ground, give them a chance to see football in Anfield if they can't afford to get to the matches, or maybe they don't have access to tickets. It also allows our youth team players or reserve team players to become accustomed to playing in front of the fans at Anfield. I think it's a no-brainer.
I'd like to see Peter Moore look into the idea of the Liverpool ladies playing in Liverpool. If we could get a ground closer and closer to Anfield, to the city centre, it'd be better and much more convenient. But in general, I think there's a bigger project here that he could look into, maybe even involving our neighbours for once. I think that Liverpool, the city, could do with a stadium where the under-23s play, the under-18s play, the ladies play, and you could work with Everton on that, and you could work with the council on that. It doesn't have to be a big, huge stadium, but something holding 3,000, 4,000 people, and then it could be of use for the local community too. It's a big idea, but it's one I'd like to see the new chief executive really grapple with.
One of the first things I'd like Peter Moore to do is to tell us a little bit more about what's going on with the Anfield Road development. We were told to do doing the main stand first, they were going to assess how that went and then look at doing the Anfield Road. It's been a year now, it seems to have gone pretty well, it's sold well, sellouts every week, and obvious benefits as well from more people being in the ground, better atmospheres I think as well, and kind of more excitement in the ground, more people able to go and watch Liverpool as well. So I'd like a bit more transparency in what's going on with the Anfield Road, what's the plans, what are they looking to do, and if not, why not? Because I think the obvious benefits are there, getting more people into the ground, get more Liverpool fans all around the world able to watch the Reds. So come on, Peter Moore, a bit of information on that would be great.
So there you go, Peter. There's some things to crack on with. If you want to have a chat about it any time, come in, the door's always open, we'll make you a brew. You're only across the road from us there. Come in and do a podcast, mate. Anyway, okay, so Mohamed Salah, we expect by the time you're watching this is probably done. The first big one in the bag, if you like, after Solanke, which wasn't really a big one, was it? That was a bit of a punt on a kid, let's be honest. But yeah, Liverpool expected to buy many more players this summer. We'll be talking about that all the way through the summer. There's 3 gutter shows a week where we're talking about all the transfer gossip.
We do the research so you don't have to.
Yeah, and you know, getting people in, not just us as well. So Jonathan Northcroft was in this week. Fantastic as ever. Jonathan, he works for the Sunday Times, and he was offering a little bit of insight there as to what he'd heard. But also as well, I think it's worth saying, just sort of don't lose your shit about what Liverpool are doing in the transfer market, because the Anfield App's very own Joshua Sexton did some research this week, and that research showed that in the last 10 years Liverpool have signed 3 players in May, 9 in the month of June, 37 in July, 21 in August and 4 in September. Obviously you can't do the September thing now because there's a transfer window, but that's over the last decade. So what does that show? It shows that in June you shouldn't be losing your shit too much about transfers. Liverpool will buy more players, we'll be alright. The squad we had anyway was decent. Up the Reds, we're going to win the league next season, aren't we?
Up the Reds.